Do you feel worthless? Do you feel fucking useless? Do you feel just unhappy with yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see the guy staring back at you, you say, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why do I look like this? I'm not attractive. I'm not happy. When you're at work, do you feel like a complete dipshit? Do you feel like you don't belong? Do you feel like you shouldn't? You just feel down all the time. It's very likely you just have a massive lack of self-esteem, a lack of self-confidence. And, I wanted to talk about just kind of building up your sense of self-worth. So I heard this quote that, or I'm making this a quote, but somebody said that the rewards you get in self-esteem and self-worth are directly correlated to the size of the commitments you keep to yourself when no one is watching. So let me repeat that. The rewards you get in self-esteem and self-worth are directly correlated to the size of the commitments you keep to yourself when no one is watching. So if you feel like you're worthless, you don't have that sense of self-worth, it's because self-worth, it's literally, are you worth anything to yourself? So if let's talk about, I guess financial, right? Are you worth anything to yourself in terms of making money? Do you make enough money to make yourself happy, right? Are you able to control your body so your body will produce some kind of physical labor, or your brain will produce some kind of mental labor, some kind of mental aptitude in something that generates income for you, and that you're proud and happy of the income that you're producing with your body, this machine that you have? Or are you not? You look at yourself and you say, man, I'm working in fast food and I'm in my 20s. I should have gone to law school. I should have gone to college. I should have graduated with a better degree. I have a degree, but I just can't seem to land a good job. Of course, you don't feel proud of who you are. You don't have that sense of financial self-worth, that's for sure. But then also, going back to looking at your body, right? And you see that you're out of shape, you're too skinny, you're too fat. You used to be athletic and now you're not anymore, and you say, what happened to me? If you're asking yourself that all the time, then you realize that you're not even treating your body well, let alone being able to support a spouse or kids or your family, your wife, whether in the future or in the present. So your sense of your own worth to yourself is also damaged by the results. So one of the best ways to begin to work on your self-worth, to build up some sense of self-esteem and to build up a sense of confidence, the way I've done it and the way that I think everybody should do it, is the early morning wake up and going to the gym early. That way, you start your day on a positive note. And what that means, right, is having that sense of self-worth, self-esteem, and the confidence that you know that you can wake up consistently every morning. You're gonna be up at 4 a.m. or at 5 a.m. or whenever it makes sense for you and your schedule, depending on what time you go to bed and everything like that. You gotta make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night. But the fact that you can keep that commitment to yourself, that you're gonna wake up every morning. In my case, I'm committed to waking up every morning at 3:40 a.m. I'm up at 3:40 a.m. and I'm at the gym at 4 a.m. The fact that I do that, I'm so proud of myself. I have so much confidence and a sense of self-worth that I'm up that early every morning and I'm in the gym and in the morning at 4 a.m. and that I do my workouts. I'm so proud of being the man who actually does that. And I derive a lot of self-worth and confidence from that. And it's not just that I'm up early, right? That's part of it. One, I'm up early. Two, I'm in the gym early. Three, I actually go to the gym and I lift, and I have a process, I have a workout that I stick to, and I do that every single day, every week. I do the same consistent program that I set for myself. And I do that, I don't deviate, and I'm so proud of it. I derive so much self-worth and confidence from it. Then I run my 10 miles. And I do a 10-mile run, even if I have to take a break and I need to, I don't know, go to the bathroom or have a sip of water or something, or I get in a conversation with somebody, I will always finish that 10 miles because that is my commitment to myself, to run 10 miles a day. So the fact that I do that, I'm so proud of myself for being the man who can and who does do that. So that's the best way. That's the best way to start building up a sense of confidence and self-worth. Get up early, go to the gym. You start doing that, you start working your body, and it's been several months, and my body actually is finally looking great. I used to be very soft. I didn't have any definition in my arms. I was fat. I had a lot of muscle, but it was all hidden underneath lots of fat, and years of not going to the gym, years of drinking, not treating myself right. And now I look at myself in the mirror and I'm proud of what I see staring back. And I'm so excited for the progress I'm going to continue making. It's not that I can be proud of the results. It's being proud of being on that journey. So the harder the commitments you keep to yourself, the harder they are, the more self-worth you're going to derive out of them, the higher the reward. So, the hardest thing in the world for me was to get up early, for me to leave the warm, comfortable bed with my wife, to come out and to do my workout in this cold, air-conditioned building. But the fact that I defeat the hardest things in the morning makes the rest of my day go by easier. And my sense of self-worth and pride is correlated to how difficult it is what I'm doing. Nobody at my job, does what I do. Nobody in my friend group does what I do. Nobody in my family does what I do. Very few people in the world are up that early and going to the damn gym. A lot of people are up that early, having a cup of coffee, and then maybe going off to do their job, driving trucks or laying concrete or something, right? A lot of construction jobs are early, farm working jobs are early. But to get up that early for no pay at all, there's no incentive beyond working on myself. That is something I take extreme pride in. And so find something that's very difficult for you to do, defeat that dragon, defeat that difficult thing. You could be in great freaking physical shape and say, I don't need to go to the gym. I already have a good routine down. But then are you making enough fucking money? Or are you too scared to go read a book or to go to class or to have straight A's in class? Go do the hardest things for you, and you will derive a sense of self-worth from that. My next thing that I have to work on is getting into cold calling for my business. Not excited about cold calling, but I have to do it. I have to learn how to do it. That's something that it's actually giving me a headache just thinking about how much I feel like I dread doing it. Like it's a whole new world, this new ambiguous environment. I'm so scared to cold call. Well, fuck it. I have to do it if I want to have a successful business. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to derive a sense of confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth if I can bring value to my business. So do the same thing. Start with the early morning wake-ups and going to the gym. It's a hard thing. Very few people in the world can do it, but the most successful people in the world do it. And you can do the same thing.